guys of you have asked me, hey Stormy, how do I identify a bot at Squadbusters? Well, this is pretty easy, and in this video I will tell you everything you need to know to identify a bot in the future and get their loot, get a free chest key, and with that a higher chance of winning the match. As I said, thank you everybody for being here again, really appreciate it. If someone else is newer, don't forget to like the video and subscribe for free to my channel, as we are close to the 12k subscribers, where we will do our first coin giveaway for Squadbusters. Right here, being at the scoreboard, and that is now the dream of every free-to-play player. Well, not the 10th position, but all of those players have been bots, and I will show you in the next minutes how to identify them. But each single one of it can count also for a human player, so be sure to use 1, 2, 3 identifiers to indicate the bot or if it is a human player. Coming back to that scoreboard here, you might be curious, hey Stormy, why you are in the last position? Well, because I intentionally lost some matches to record this video. We will jump after the identifiers right into a match and I will show you everything live in a game. On this match, every player has been a bot. How do I know? The first important point is their name. Try to remember bots' names like Waldo, JPEG, Nox 2000 is pretty easy to remember. And since we can't remember all of the names, this is only one identifier. And when we can remember a name of them, go straight for them and try to kill them to get early a chest key. All the other players have been bots as well, and it's pretty easy to identify afterwards, especially if you're new. Just try to click their profile, and all of those other players, I can't click their profile. If it would be a real player, you would see their right at player and their profile. If you check out one of the earlier matches where I came second, Twin Dead, we can for sure click that guy, profile and add friend. It's a real player as well as Jose there, third position, and the fourth position, Malky. But again, hey, there is Waldo again, and for sure we can't click him as well as all the other players. So they have been all bots. Another thing which we already can see here at the scoreboard, bots tend to collect less gems than a real player. Right now at 176 gems, the first position, and that would most likely never happen with a match full of real players. Real players tend to collect more gems, or better said, bots do not really focus on the loot, and that is straight the next point. But why are they not focusing on the loot? Yeah, because they are bots and they have like no looting routine like a player. So a bot will also not go straight from tree to tree, chop them, go to next chest, get the next unit. No, they will behave much slower. And sometimes they chop a tree and just let the loot lay on the ground, which is definitely a nice indicator, but could also come from a real player. As I just mentioned, they have not really a looting route, which will help you to see at their movement, hey, this could be a bot. And beside that, they have in general a weird movement. If you try to attack a bot, they are not running away, they are coming back, rushing through your squad and going to the other side again, and you can easily eliminate them. But that does not count for the golden boot modifier. There they are just running away as fast as possible. In a normal game, they also tend to not use any boost, and that will help you for sure to identify them, because a real player will try to use the boost either in a clever way or in a dumb way like I am doing, just instant pulling all of the boost out and then being slow can't escape, and bots just never will use it. Beside that weird movement, we also can see, especially on the new ice world, that bots somewhat get slightly stuck in the vines and they are just flickering around, not really moving. And this is like the best thing, coming in with a shelty, pushing them in the vines and fast eliminating them towards the end of the match, getting the loot and the free chest key. Another fact towards the weird movement, they are not attacking real players unless there are two circumstances. The first one is if they are standing still at a chest and trying to get their next unit, they will for sure start to auto attack you. And for me, an observation is that bots tend to take more time in a chest than a real player. Yes, a real player, if re-rolling, can take also some further milliseconds, but the bots really take a while there. And for sure, they are attacking there. The second circumstance when a bot could attack you is when you have a much weaker squad. Even that is super rare to happen, it can happen. Just double check the name afterwards to be sure if it was a bot or it was a real player being a disguised bot. While bots are not attacking you, they are having so much fun to attack your spawned units and towers. Yep, they are going straight for them towards a cannon or even the turret of Jesse or the Royal Guards from the Royal King. If someone is standing weird just attacking them, especially the Royal Guards, you can be sure it is a bot. While towers, sometimes real players like I do eliminate them as well to not take any further damage and get the coins. And that brings me straight to the next point. Bots will not carry any spells, at least 99% of the time. I might have seen a bot using a spell, but it could have been a real player. At least I think they are not using any spells, and with that they are not taking any spells. But be careful with that. That single identifier killed me already sometimes, because I was like, hey, that guy didn't take any spell, and then rushing into him. Well, he was already carrying either the rage spell or the shrink spell, and then did obviously counter your attack, so be careful with that. Another indicator is that the bot teams will be most likely small, so they are not focusing on fusions. Well, they can have some fusions, especially in the fusion start they will have one, but since they are not looting that fast, they will have a smaller squad and a lower amount of gems like the other players. That should be another identifier. Another point towards the middle of the map, they are the bosses, and bots are attacking bosses even if they are too weak. They will take a lot of damage, and it happens that they run away. Especially if you see someone attacking a monster and try to double check him, just rush over and see if he instant runs away. Even if he would have the better team, it is then most likely a bot. Also, they just let some bosses slip with like only 1% of HP sometimes. That is weird. So let's jump into a match and see if we can find a bot match. Bot matches will have the max search time of 30 seconds, so if we see the timer running to 0, we already know that most likely all the players will be bots. And why is this happening? Because we are such on a heavy losing streak that the game just cannot find any proper players for us. And there we are, Walk the Way Blitz, we take it, fusion start. And we are straight taking away for the loot, and should now be able to identify bots pretty soon. They will for sure have here as well some fused units because of the fusion start. So this is a little bit harder, since bots with a fused unit, especially if it is a good one, could be pretty strong. There's already a guy, he's attacking the monster. This time not getting away, because we had the weaker squad there. That is the thing, but I already told you. Still could use the spell at him, and we have to farm a little bit longer to get a good advantage over them. There we go for the next chest, Mavis Goblin. Well, we're having not a good fighter team here, so we have to build up faster and trying to eliminate them. I think with that squad we should be able to get the first guys, especially with the Ice Wizard. And there we are, right at another chest, perfect. Let's try to find a first player. Ooh, and someone already has here the Royal Guards. And there we can see he is not really focusing on the fight. Paper Legs is also definitely one of those bots. Also Leg Day and Skip Leg Day. That is kind of funny. So here we can see he's not doing anything. He's not even attacking. Yes, they can start to attack, especially right here at the chest if it respawns. But boom, first elimination. Next one coming in. John Wick. Got now a unit, and now you could see what happens there. That he tries to eliminate us because we had the weakest squad. And some guys told me, no, bots never attack. They can attack. Believe it or not, bots can attack. And for sure, we have to retreat here because there were like 3 bots at the position. And we have to get some further loot. Could try to kill this one, but he has already a big squad. 19 gems is not too crazy. We were already at 38 without even focusing on the gems. That is definitely one of the further identifiers. Boom, that's another elimination. Oh, celebrated too early. And there, this guy did go really ham on us with the fusion. Could be a real player, because we could see there straight the fusion, and we lost some units because the timing of his ability was right there ready in time. And this is for sure another bot player, tending to have a smaller team there, and that's another bust. But we have to be careful. Try to step up now. Still 1 minute left. There we go. Free chest here. And a chessie, that's good. We won't be able to kill them all. And this, I think, is still a real player, because he has so many fusions. And the other guy here, that is also another indicator which we may forget. Bots would not go for the gadgets, at least in most of the cases. I saw a bot running around with a tank, but most of the time they are not going for the bee or the tank. So there we are, still on the first position, should be able to maintain that spot. So in this match we have not seen all those guys being bots, and that is totally fair, since we just want to get to the first position. And there we are. Middle was not taken, so it could be actually that all of those guys are bots. We will check afterwards. Not sure about it. Yeah, that Dave is going straight for the attack. That can't be really a bot. We didn't play it too well here. Oh, did you see that huge attack there of our Ice Wizard? And that was even not a fused one. That is actually crazy. And we're just taking the gems in the center. Should be an easy win here. We have a good lead. But Twister, the second guy, 100% the bot as well. We know the name. So well, that was definitely not the best match. I was focusing on talking. But let's check out which guys have been actually bots. Match just has finished. Let's check it out. The first is the second guy, Twister. We can't click. Kate, we can't click. Gigatorque, we can't click. And Dave has been a strong bot. We couldn't click him. John Wick, Dexter Max, all have been bots. So that was the perfect example to see that bots, yes, they can attack you, and be careful for that. They will not go fully ham with a speed boost in, but they tend to attack you if you have the weaker squad. And if it is much weaker, for sure, they will try to kill some of your units. And sometimes, like the special ability of that fused Ice Wizard, can wipe your full squad. So hopefully that has helped now you to identify bots in the future. Even this was a pretty hard one. Also, bots can be good. Keep that in mind. And yeah, with that you should be able to identify a bot, get their loot, and hopefully win a few more matches. If you have some further identifiers, please write it down below in the comment section, and we will see us again pretty soon.